I'm not going to wait to do the Champions League semifinal prediction. I'm going to do them right now. I'm going to do them now. We knew who were going to make the semis yesterday, Tuesday, the day before as well. And we have a matchup, a very unlikely matchup of Tottenham Hotspur versus Ajax of Amsterdam. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that this would be one of the semi-final matchup this season in the Champions League? Juventus booted out. Man City, my team, booted out. Tottenham Hotspur did not spend a single penny this season on incoming players. Ajax, they spent 50 million euros, but that's a very small number compared to what Juventus spent and what Man City spent over the last few seasons. So let's be real here. Ajax has been absolutely phenomenal this season. Tottenham Hotspur as well. Even though they have fell off a bit in the league, they have been phenomenal. The first leg will be played at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the 30th of April 2019. The second leg, the 8th of May 2019 at the Johan Cruyff Stadium. So Ajax playing the home match last. That's an advantage too. Tottenham Hotspur, they had a big disadvantage, missing Harry Kane to injury. Don't know if he'll be back. I think they say it's over for him this season. Heung-min's son picking up a yellow card in the match versus City. He will miss the first leg of this tie. Musa Sissoko had to go off with a hamstring or groin injury. He is in doubt as well. Eric Dyer, I think, is injured right now too. So Tottenham, in the attacking third of the field, they're lacking some firepower in the first leg. Ajax, as far as I know, Mazraoui currently suffering from an injury. He should be back by 2 weeks' time, though, I think. Tagliafico will be back. And I think that's about it. The rest of the team is pretty much fit. But before I go into who I think will actually win this semifinal tie, let's just rewind back and see how both teams have done this season in the Champions League. Well, let's start with Ajax. They had to take a harder route to this season's Champions League. They had to first come to qualifiers because they did not top the Eredivisie last season. They had to play Sturm Graz, Standard Liège, and Dynamo Kiev. That's 6 matches to get into the Champions League group phase proper. Then they were joined in Group E alongside Bayern München, Benfica, and Ajax Athens. Good teams, really good teams. First match, they defeated Ajax 3-0. Second game, they drew on the road versus Bayern Munich 1-1. That's a big achievement there. Third game, they defeated Benfica at home 1-0. Then they drew on the road to Benfica 1-1. Defeated Ajax on the road 2-0. And the last game versus Bayern Munich at the Johan Cruyff Stadium was a draw, 3-3. So that meant that Ajax finished second in the table with 12 points, 3 wins, and 3 draws, unbeaten in the group phase. And Bayern finished on top their group with 14 points. Ajax were drawn against a very formidable opponent, Real Madrid, going for the four-peat after winning it 3 times in a row. But no Cristiano Ronaldo in the team. First leg ended in a 2-1 victory for Real Madrid on the road I forgot about that victory too. I mentioned it in the video. So if you guys are watching this, pardon me for that mistake. For those of you guys who saw that, I totally forgot about that loss. Totally forgot. Ajax should not have lost that game too. Then with a 2-1 deficit, 2-1. Remember, Real Madrid had 2 away goals. Ajax traveled to the Santiago Bernabeu and still overturned that deficit to spank Real Madrid 4-1 to book a place into the quarterfinals. 5-3 on aggregate. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. It's one of the most remarkable beatdown you can see. A smaller team smashing a bigger team. Then quarterfinals at the Johan Cruyff Stadium versus Juventus. The first leg, it was a 1-1 draw. Cristiano Ronaldo with that header. Then David Neres with a beautiful curler to negate that 1-1. Juventus with the away goal going into the second leg at Turin. They should have won the game, but no Chiellini. I don't know what Max Allegri did with his starting 11 there. Didn't start Cancelo. He didn't get it right. Ajax went there without Tagliafico. Then Mazraoui picked up an injury. Frankie de Jong was on the injury watch as well, but he started the game. I predicted Ajax to win the game, win the tie, go on to the semis to face City or Tottenham Hotspur. Ajax did so. Ronaldo scored first. So that meant that Ajax had to come from behind again. They did so. They did so. Donny van de Beek with the equalizer. And then Matthias de Ligt, 19-year-old captain, defender, with the winning goal to send Juventus home. And I think this season is a failure because they bought Ronaldo to win the Champions League. Also to improve their stock and, help sell jerseys and tickets and stuff like that. But ultimately the goal was to win the Champions League and they failed. 5 times now they have made it to the finals and lost. This time they did not make it to the final. Ajax into the semis. Wow. Beautiful. Go check out the video I made covering that. They will face one of Man City or Tottenham. But ultimately we know it will be Tottenham Hotspur. So now let's take a review of Tottenham Hotspur's Champions League season. They qualified directly to the group stage proper, which meant they were drawn in Group B alongside Barcelona, Internazionale Milano, and PSV Eindhoven of Netherlands. Their first game was a 2-1 loss on the road to Inter Milan, Then they defeated PSV 2-1 on the road. Then the return leg, I made a mistake there. They lost to Barcelona 2-4 at home. Then they drew to PSV on the road. So the first 3 games, Tottenham lost 2 and drew 1. So at that point in time, we were like, Tottenham are not making it to the round of 16. But the second half of the group phase, Tottenham defeated PSV 2-1. They defeated Inter 1-0, both matches at home. And the third game versus Barcelona, they ended in a 1-1 draw. So they went unbeaten in the second phase of the group stage. Barcelona topped the group with 14 points. Tottenham Hotspur came in second with 8 points. Inter third, 8 points, beating Inter on the head-to-head away goal rule. They were into the round of 16, barely making it to the round of 16. In the round of 16, they would go on to play Borussia Dortmund, a team who was magnificent in the group phase. Brilliant season. they had so far in the group phase until they met Spurs. So in the round of 16, Spurs smashed Dortmund 3-0 in the first leg. Astonishing performance. And on the road, they defeated them 1-0. And that meant they drew my team, Manchester City, in the quarterfinals. It wasn't easy quarterfinals to predict because City has been getting the better Spurs as of late. The better team, better roster, everything, better manager. And the first leg, Guardiola just did something weird, played a weird 11, lost the game 1-0, courtesy of a goal by Son. And the second leg was a thriller if there ever was one. People are saying it's one of the most exciting games you ever saw. In the first 20 minutes, we had 5 goals. That meant that Tottenham already had 2 away goals. The game ultimately ended in a City win, 4-3, but Tottenham with the 3 away goals were the victors. They will play the semi-finals versus Ajax. So now we're up to the prediction phase of the video. Ajax versus Tottenham, Tottenham versus Ajax. These two teams are not so familiar with being in the semi-final of the Champions League. Someone commented and said the last time Ajax made it out the group phase was in 2005. I did not look too much into that, but it could be true. People are not going to just comment like that. Ajax won the 1995 Champions League, and the 1996 event, they got to the finals, which they lost to Juventus, and people are saying that there was a doping thing with the Juventus players. That's why they won. Ajax had previously won the Champions League, I think, 3 times. But previously, before they last won it. Tottenham Hotspur, their best finish in the Champions League, I think they made it to the semi-finals way back in the day. But in modern day football, Tottenham haven't been good in European competitions. Ajax as well, because Ajax keeps selling their best players. Tottenham, they don't spend enough. But they didn't spend anything this season, and look at how far it got them. Maybe some teams need to take a similar approach and not spend so much on their team. It disrupts the balance. It brings in new players who hasn't really gelled with the team as yet. This bunch of Tottenham players has been playing with each other for quite a few seasons. So they have that camaraderie amongst themselves. And Ajax, they're a bunch of young players, a lot of them coming up from the academy, and a lot of them has been there for quite a few seasons. In Schöne, Veltman, St. Graven, Huntelaar coming back, Tadic being integrated, Ziyech, Neres been there for a few seasons. So, Onana as well. So both teams, in terms of chemistry, are really, really good. Who will win this semi-final tie? It's very hard to predict, but Ajax, from what they have done so far in the season, getting past Real Madrid, getting past Juventus, they play the first leg on the road versus a Tottenham Hotspur that does not have Harry Kane in their squad, will be without Heung-min Son. Llorente should slot in. I don't think they will be with Sissoko as well. Harry Winks will come in. And the other players should pick themselves. Mora should partner Llorente. Dele Alli, Eriksen, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, former Ajax players in Eriksen, Alderweireld, Sanchez as well. You have Trippier. You have Kyle Walker-Peters. You have Ollie Skip. You have Ben Davies. You have Danny Rose. The squad has some depth to it. It's not very deep, but it has some depth. I saw them heavily rotate their squad versus Huddersfield in a Premier League game and smash them 4-0 without Harry Kane. It's Huddersfield, but still, it's a 4-0 win. Ajax are going to go into the first leg full strength. Full strength. Tadic, Ziyech, Neres, Shona, Van de Beek, Frankie de Jong, De Ligt, Blind, Mazrui, put an asterisk next to that, or Joel Veltman, and Tagliafico, Onana. Strong 11. They're going to score on the road. They surely will score. I think Ajax are going to win the away leg. Ajax are going to win the away leg. It's either going to be a win for Ajax or a draw. Tottenham are not going to win without Son or Kane. They're not going to do it. Unless Lucas Moura comes to life or Llorente with his tall self score a few headers. But I'm going to go for Ajax win on the road. 2-1 win. 2-1 win. The return leg, we'll see a return of Son. We don't know if Harry Kane is out for the season. I think he is, but you never know. Miracles do happen. But in front of a home crowd, Ajax should finish off Tottenham. I'm not doubting Ajax ever again. I'm not doubting them. They have a slim chance of winning this season's Champions League. Excuse me. They're going to beat Tottenham. 2-1 on the road. 2-0 at home. 4-1 across 2 legs. I'm final. I can be wrong, but I haven't been wrong with Ajax with my last few predictions. Ajax will play in the final of the 2018-19 Champions League to face one of Barcelona or Liverpool. Sorry, Pochettino, but Erik ten Hag has done a great job this season with the Ajax team. And note, guys, Erik ten Hag played his entire career in the Dutch Eredivisie. He has not won anything as a manager. This is his best achievement ever. Same like Pochettino. So 2 managers are in unfamiliar territory. And it's the achievement of their managerial careers. Both will be happy with whatever result is, they have overachieved. Both overachieved. But I think Ajax are going to take the spoils here. So Ajax into the final of this season's Champions League. It's final. My final decision. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who you think are going to win the semi-final, the first one? Let me know in the comment section down below. Ajax have been too good. De Jong, De Ligt, Shona, Tadic, Ziyech, Van de Beek, Neres, the defenders, they have been too good. They will go on to win this tie. Tottenham are very, very lucky to get this far. Very, very lucky. They have ridden their luck a bit too long. So guys, I'm your boy Dominic, which if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button. Smash the thumbs up button. Share the video with a friend. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.